Hey, are you all still there? I'm back. What's up, everybody? Trying something a little new today. Oh my gosh, I've got so many chords and doodads. All right, I don't know. Am I doing it right yet? Who knows? Who really knows? Whoa, that's not good. What's up, everybody? Good morning over here. Hello, hello. Reboot the router, that's good advice. Okay, can you all hear me? Can you hear me? Like no one's ever done a live stream before in the world. Okay, I'm seeing some comments in the world. Okay, I'm seeing some comments. What's up, everybody? Okay, give me a minute. I'm trying to get all this set up. I'm an amateur here. I've never used YouTube before, I guess. Okay, good. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Sound is behind. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is going extremely well. Okay. All right, everybody. Okay, I'm hearing that the audio works. I'm just reading your comments as we go here. Thank you all for joining in. Okay. What's up with the quality of this? Oh, man. I guess I need to get some kind of a better live streaming setup. Working fine. Okay, everybody. Well, my apologies for the technical weirdness. I'm just trying this out from my phone, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, everyone's saying it's kind of must be mostly working. I'll take mostly working. This is something, in 2019, let me back up. Good morning, everybody. Good morning where I am here in East Tennessee. Got a Saturday to work out in the garage, which is always nice. Escaped all of my family duties and things somehow, and chores around the house amazingly, and snuck out here to the garage. And this is part of 2019. Let me tell you, late in 2018, like the kids are growing up, my daughter's getting a little older, and I'm just having a little more time now to get out and do some things. It's really great. And towards the end of the year, for some reason, the Thunderbolt series, a bunch of people just started watching the Thunderbolt series again. It's like it got picked up on some kind of site or something, and just had a bunch of new activity on that. I don't know, it got me really motivated to get going in 2019, that and just having more free time. So I'm gonna try to do some new stuff in 2019. I hope I'm gonna try lots of different things. Worst case is maybe you won't like some of it, and we'll just consider that a failure and move on. But I just wanna get out there a little more than I have. 2018 was pretty quiet, did some fun stuff, but not as much as I wanted. Anywho, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for joining in. Thank you as always for your support on all the videos. It just blows my mind. It even just amazes me. There's so many of you watching this. Why? Why are you watching this? I don't know, but I appreciate it so much. So you can see here in the background, I have got the little engine from the AZ1, got a ton of parts over there on the workbench. So I need to get this AZ1 done. And to be completely frank, it is holding up the progress of future projects. So there's a little tidbit for you there. I've got more stuff I want to do. And I want to drive the AZ1. It's a bummer for it to be, all tore apart like this. I want to get it back together as soon as possible. So, okay, so let me take you for a little tour of what we got going on here today. So now, with the holidays and everything, I have not been out here much to do much of anything. So what you saw in the last video is pretty much how I left it. There is the AZ1 engine sitting there. tons of parts. Look at all that. Oh, I need to organize that. There's all the parts I've been taking off. My goodness. Look at that downpipe on the floor. And just, I figured a fun thing about a live stream, I've never really done one before. I went live from the shootout a little bit, and I've done it on Facebook a time here and there, but give you all a little behind the scenes type stuff. Originally I had some, I told you in the last video about how I consider different engine swaps, and but the more I thought about it, this engine fits this car. It's just such a cool little engine. It'd be a real crime to just move on to something else, I think. So, and then I started doing research on all the different modifications for this, and frankly, it's, there is just not much out there. There's a turbo upgrade, there's some ECU stuff, but there's a lot of mystery around modifying this engine. So I'm gonna keep it fairly simple, get this thing back on the road, and then so we can move on to some other ideas and new projects that I have in mind. There is one I've been thinking about for a long time that I've wanted to do, and I'm not going to tell you anything else. I'm sorry, I have more noodling to do on it. But let me just say, I've got some stuff in the planning stages that's moving along very nicely that I think you guys will get a kick out of. All right, so what's tempting, being new to this, looking, I'm here just talking and talking and talking, but also reading your comments. Okay, so this is a skill I'm learning, how to read comments. I want to respond to every one of you guys. This is the reason I did this. Let's see here. Now, okay, so the AZ1, I do have some cool stuff we're going to be doing to it for sure. I'm going to do a couple little performance mods, but I think the one real downer is that I would have to go to a full standalone in order to really do anything to it, just because, this is an old car. It was a very limited production. There's just not a lot out there. Not a lot of knowledge base specifically. There is over in Japan, but not here. There's some stuff you can do that works also on the Cappuccino, but it's just a little too limited for my tastes and really pricey for that extra few horsepower you'd get. But I do have some fun stuff we're going to do that I think you guys will like, and it'll give it a little boost. I mean, in a car this small and light, like, I don't know, 5 horsepower would probably be pretty darn awesome and noticeable, so you take whatever you can get with these tiny cars. Okay, all right, I'm gonna read some of your comments, as awkward as this is, me staring at your comments, but I appreciate all of your comments, all of your support. You guys are just the best. I say it over and over. Every time I say it, I feel like, oh, everybody's heard this before, yada, yada. Here I go on again about thanking everybody. But it just amazes me, all of your support and how many, you share the videos, you watch them, like all the comments. I try to respond to as many views as I can. It just makes the car hobby so much more fun for me. All you guys, all your support and comments. And you guys, I love when you guys like rip me a little bit. I love all that stuff. It's so great. Okay, I see, been here since the old days. Gosh, you guys are like donating to me. This is, what is this? I guess I must have clicked something in YouTube. Well, gosh, thank you for this. Well, anything, look, okay, more behind the scenes. Anything I ever get from YouTube, any revenue I ever get from YouTube, always goes directly back into projects and things. That's probably not hard to figure out if you've seen over the years. But every single penny I've ever gotten from YouTube always goes directly back to the garage, which helps justify some of the projects and things. But I just want to let you know that all of your support, all the times you're watching the videos and liking them, all that helps. And it always goes directly back into projects. So anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. So, okay, I got a question. Whatever happened to the Grand National? Now, okay, I'll get to that in a second. Now, I think I am going to do like a formal Q&A video because I get lots of questions in the comments. So this is just something just off the cuff I did here on a Saturday. But I will be doing a formal Q&A video, and I think I'm going to kind of line up all the cars that are in the Turbo Garage right now and talk about them and stuff. So a lot of stuff I want to do for 2019. I want to really ramp it up, give you guys some cool stuff to look at. try some new things. Maybe some of it won't work. That's okay. Okay, so regarding the Grand National, I sold the Grand National a few years back. My memory is so terrible. I'd have to look back and see exactly when, but sold it to a gentleman out west. I think he was in New Mexico, somewhere out there, Nevada maybe. And the reason I sold it is this was when things were really ramping up with Summit Racing to build the Thunderbolt project, and everything was moving right along, and it was like going to happen. So I sold the Grand National to help fund the Thunderbolt project, and I miss it terribly. Of course, they're just one of the coolest cars ever, but it needed a complete exterior restoration. So that is the reason I sold it. It was from Florida. It was a completely rust-free car in excellent condition as far as body and everything went. It wasn't like all twisted up. There was no rust whatsoever. Really nice car, good interior, but it needed all new weather stripping and a complete paint job. I mean, front to back. And as I started getting estimates for the type of paint job I would want, which is like a black mirror, basically, oh gosh, it was just like, I just couldn't stomach it. And I had the Thunderbolt project coming up, so I got a really good offer and sold the Grand National, which I sold it for a good price, but gosh, someday. There's some great ones out there. Let me tell you, there's a dude here in Knoxville that has a GNX, and I know GNXs are like on this other level of Grand National as far as what their cost, but good night. I saw a Grand National on eBay for, I think, $130,000, way out of my league. Anyway, there's one in town, and I don't know. I guess I have some sort of dream that I could maybe get that someday, but I'd probably be afraid to drive it. Okay, you all are asking me questions that are popping up. I have to slow down and answer some of these. I know one question I saw was what I consider doing an Evo 8 or 9. Some of you may not know, I owned an Evo 8. I bought one in 2004. I bought a brand new one. Now, it was a 2003 model. I would go to the dealer. This is no kidding. This is when I first moved to Tennessee. I would go to the dealer every single week. They had it in the showroom. It was the weightless white. I would go to the dealer every week and talk to him and just sort of sit in it, look at it, dream of owning it. The thing is, they had a huge markup on the price and would not negotiate. They said, we'll just let it sit here forever. So I would go in, and it was at the very end of 2003 that suddenly they started discounting it a little bit, and there was like a Mitsubishi loyalty reward, and I had a Mitsubishi at the time, so I was able to use that and all the discounts, and I haggled a little bit, and I got that 2003 Mitsubishi Evolution, brand new back then, in weightless white. Had that car for 2 years, did a few mods to it. There's some videos here and there floating around on my channel way back in the day of it. Loved that car. Sold it when my first baby came along, just because, you know, if you own an Evo, how sort of high-strung the driving experience is. Really wish I wouldn't have sold it. Just like everything. I mean, the fact is, I need like an airplane hangar. I see some of these other YouTube guys, like Tavares and Hoovy, they have these big, like, gigantic buildings that they're getting, which, gosh, that is so cool. I'd love to be at that point someday. But it would probably be dangerous if I had something like that, because I would just keep everything that I've ever had. But the Evo was great. Would I do another Evo build? Well, to be completely honest, I've been shopping early Evos, talking to some contacts I have, and I definitely want an early Evo to build in the future. So that's what I've got in mind. I do love the new ones, of course. It's hard to find a really clean one. It seems like any I've ever seen pop up have a ton of miles or have a sketchy history. But I do respect and appreciate Evos. That's half the reason I go to the shootout. I love seeing all the fast Evos and all the combinations out there, and even the stock ones. But I am looking at early Evos, and of course it's a little bit of a waiting game, waiting till the right model becomes legal to import here into the US. So yeah, that's one thing I dream about at night. Oh, okay, Mikey, what's wrong with keeping every car you purchased? Yeah, like Jay Leno. Yeah, I guess he has, what's up, Joe? He's got airplane hangars out in California where he keeps all his cars. And people, some really kind comments I've got of, hey, take Thunderbolt out to Jay Leno. Hey, Ryan, what's up, Ryan? Let's see. Sorry, reading comments. I'm not good at this. You have a K car. Ryan from Knoxville. Oh my gosh. Future video shoot. Ryan, we're doing it. I've been wanting to. This is another thing I want to do this year is get out more. Maybe do some cool cars I see at Cars and Coffee. Maybe jump in, go for a ride, talk to them a little bit, talk about the owner, do a little bit of that. Like I said, I'm just going to try a bunch of different things this year. But Ryan, please message me or something, or hit me up somehow. We got to do some sort of K-car video shoot thing. Okay, somebody just told me there's a spider on my shoulder. I wouldn't doubt it. Things get a little weird when I haven't been out to the garage in a while. I had a mouse in here recently. So, yeah. Okay, so anyway, I've gotten very kind comments about, why don't you take your car out to Jay Leno and have him look at it? I mean, that is such a huge compliment that anybody would even suggest that. But that would be fun if he would have it. I would just like to meet Jay somehow. But his collection is something else. Hello, from Poland. Hello. I was going to say, Lucas, am I saying that right? Okay. Oh gosh, let me tell you guys, these questions, they come and go so quickly. I'm so sorry. If you commented and I didn't answer, please put it up again. Like I said, I'm struggling with getting these. I'm old and slow, basically. Would I race a K Miata or the K Miata? Hello, Paul from Romania. Hello, Alex. Oh, yeah, why not? I want, one thing, I got to get a car trailer so bad. My wife's truckster actually has the towing package and everything. So I just need to get a car trailer, and then I can haul around Thunderbolt and the AZ1 and stuff, so I can hit the track more. And there's a place called, or a company, whatever, called Gisela Track Days, and they do races like at Road Atlanta and things. I want to take the Thunderbolt to that. I have lots of stuff like this I want to do. It's mainly just been a time issue, having all these kids, but they're growing up, and I'm getting a little more time here and there. But absolutely, I love K Miatas. I think that's an excellent setup. It wasn't quite as popular when I built Thunderbolt, but much more popular now. Let's see. Okay, I'm getting lots of questions. I'm sorry, guys. How's the two-post lift holding up? Let me show you around. I'm just tired of looking at my dumb face here. So there's the AZ1 on the lift. The lift is holding up great. Ooh, that's a terrible angle there. Lift holding up great, no problems whatsoever. I mean, it's just, I probably don't use it as hardcore as like a shop would, but I've never had a single issue with it. Works great. I guess what more could you ask for? The only thing I guess I would like is Benpack has those the pads that you put underneath the car. They have some that will screw up and adjust to the height of the car. And mine just has the flat rubber pads. And sometimes like my ISF, I have to drive it up on wood blocks to be able to get the pads right. So that's the only thing I would change or do differently with the lift, and it's just something I'd like to do someday. So I'm so sorry, your comments come and go so quickly, guys. This is new to me, I've never done this before. Gosh, I can't believe there's so many of you watching me go on about nothing here. Okay, shootout next year, 100% will be there, got my room, and I'm gonna drive something cool for sure. Come and swap something. I do like diesels. Gosh, the problem is I like everything. Hello from Portugal. Hello there. Who is Mitch? Okay, next question. Oh my gosh, sorry, Fast and Furious here. Okay, ISF, just a little preview. There it is right there. Everything is on a battery tender just to keep the batteries nice and fresh while I don't drive them as much over the winter. So there's the ISF. Okay, and you can welcome me to the year 2005 because I finally got a GoPro, guys. Can you believe it? For Christmas. So I've got a GoPro Hero 7. I've got like this cool external microphone set up. So I'm going to be doing some like, I finally have some really good like driving exhaust sound and stuff. So look for some really cool footage coming up soon. Oh, Joe. All right, if you guys don't know Joe Wrenches, check out his channel. He's building a really awesome drag eclipse. He said he's working in the garage right now. Okay, the Galant. Oh my gosh, these questions, guys, they're like, thank you. The Galant, I did sell the Galant. When was that? Year and a half ago, give or take, to an awesome guy who's taking great care of it. It was hard to sell the Galant. I just wasn't driving it as much as I wanted. And the AZ1 popped up, and I sold the Galant to fund and make room for the AZ1. I know some of you would go like, are you sick? You should get checked out. But I know the AZ1, or the Galant was beautiful, in beautiful condition, no rust. I saw it at the shootout. He actually drove it to the shootout, and I wanted to do a video or something with him, but I saw him the last night I was there and didn't get to catch up with him. Okay, let's see here. Where's Thunderbolt? It is over there in the corner. Look, guys, this is real stuff here. There's my heater. I've got this propane heater set up. It is cold in here in the garage. I'm sorry, guys, about the Galant. I know. I love that car, and I know a lot of you loved it. I loved it too. My kids still give me crap about selling it. They loved riding in the back of that thing. They just like turbo boost. I mean, kids love turbo boost. It's one thing I found out about being a dad. So how can you blame them? But they're mad at me for selling the Galant. But part of what made it feel a little better is that I can see in the future there's an awesome early Evo coming in the future. So that's what I hope for. Hopefully I can find one someday, and that'll make it a little better for me anyway. Okay, let's see. Joe, so glad again, I didn't get to talk much about Joe. Joe Wrenches, you got to check out his channel on YouTube. Just type in Joe Wrenches. He's building an awesome front-wheel drive DSM drag car, street car, I guess like a pro street is what he's calling it, and just like an awesome car that'll rip off awesome times at the track, be super fast on the street and streetable, really clean build. I just hate that I can't be down in Florida helping out and videoing some of that stuff. It'd be fun. Bye, somebody's leaving. Bye, thank you for joining. Thank you everyone for jumping on this, me standing in front of my phone, talking about whatever. This is so cool. I love answering your questions and seeing your comments. I hope to have another Grand National someday. Listen to me, I'm saying like I hope to have this and that and the other. I hope my wife, God forbid, she's joined in on this right now and hears all this stuff. Do I want to do a collab build with Jaffro? Hello from Lithuania. Hello. Could I pick Lithuania out on a map right now? I don't know, maybe, if you give me enough time. Okay, so Jaffro, build, yes. Jaffro and I talk once in a while. We actually had a plan a long time ago, and there's no chance of it now, so I guess I'll tell you about it. Jaffro, we were going to do something called Galant Week. And we were going to do like a new video every day for a week of Galant stuff. And he was going to work on his old Galant, which I'm not sure if he has. I haven't talked to him about that lately. But anyway, that was a cool plan we had a long time ago. Sadly, it didn't work out, but that would have been a lot of fun. But Jaffro, he was in the Micro Mitsu video. And there's another, I'm doing like a deeper dive review on that little Dangan ZZ in a few weeks. I'll be posting that, and he pops up in that one again too. So Jaffro's cool. And I actually shared a hotel room with him at the shootout a couple years ago. And I don't think I need to say anything else about that. Eric the car guy, he's really awesome. Hello from Norway. Geez. Boxer engine, no, I've owned nothing with a Boxer engine. I came this close. Where's the camera? This close to buying a WRX the first year they came out because I was hearing rumors that Mitsubishi wasn't going to release the Evo in the US. So came really close to getting a WRX. I've never owned one though. Came close many times. Gosh, you guys, I wish I could somehow catch up with all these comments. Thoughts on the new Toyota Supra? Okay, let's get into this real quick. I loved, what was it called? The FT1? Was that the original concept? Now that I loved. When I saw, the second I saw the FT1 online on Autoblog, I was like, that. I'm getting rid of lots of stuff and getting that, the FT1. That's what I want. That's the Supra. I thought that was the future Supra. And that's it. Getting that. Every angle. And then... So then the FT1 was around for like a couple years. I saw it live too at some auto show I was at. So I saw the FT1 in person, totally in love. 100%. I was like, if they even make something close to this, I'm in, 1,000% in. Well, and then the FT1 just sort of goes away, and then you start seeing renderings, and then the new Supra in this like camo. They had it in like camo for years. I don't know what was going on with this, but how they release new cars nowadays is so weird to me. It just makes no sense. So, okay, so they finally revealed it. I did see all the little video that was they released and stuff, and I can't get into it. To me, I just see another, like, it just looks like the BRZ to me, but like the version they just should have done from the beginning. Like a fancy, like an FRZ, or am I even calling that the right thing? FRS, sorry. It's like the, I'm getting all my alphabet mixed up. It just looks like if they had the FRS, the base model here, and then like the FRS, whatever, version up here. That's what the Supra looks like to me, like the really high-end FRS. So anyway, sorry, still reading your comments, but I don't know why they, why manufacturers use these names, why they dredge up a name like Supra that has so much history to it. It seems, but I don't know, maybe I'm missing, maybe I just don't understand. Maybe the average car person is fine with it. Maybe it's just like hardcore car enthusiasts that have a problem with it. Anyway. Okay, Joe says, what do you think about VW and Ford working together? Oh my gosh, I hadn't even heard that. On what? So sorry, I've been living under a rock. Okay, let's see. Oh gosh, somebody mentioned the Eclipse SUV. Oh, don't get me started. You guys, hey, you have a good weekend too, sir. Fackler. Oh my gosh, here we go. Just, yeah, I know. There's all sorts of automakers working together, like the Supra, for example. BMW involved with Toyota, which I understand they have to do this. It just makes sense. But, it is kind of disappointing when you know it's basically underneath the skin. It's like another type of car. It's kind of a bummer. And I saw a video of the Supra in camouflage running up Goodwood, and it was making that BMW fart sound. Who knows what I'm talking about? Anybody know what I'm talking about? That BMW six-cylinder turbo makes this like fart sound in between shifts. Give me like a thumb or something if you've heard of this. But I've heard them in person. So the Supra is going to make this fart sound as well. This, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, that's as close as I can get. Anyway. Okay. Oh my gosh. Comments coming fast. LS7, my goodness, guys. Oh, getting lots of thumbs up. You guys, you know the fart sound. The fart sound. This is like a known thing. I'm glad. Good. Okay, what do I think about Chevrolet's Real People campaign? Oh my gosh. My favorite is the guy, what's the name of it? Zebra Corner is the YouTube channel that does the parodies of the Chevrolet ads. Oh my gosh, those are the absolute best thing in the world. He's got like some kind of editing magic where he inserts himself into the commercials and does those Real People commercials, and he's Mock from Boston. And oh yeah, there you go. You guys have heard of this. Please, if you haven't seen Zebra Corner, the Chevy commercials, I'm sure most of you have, you gotta check those out. They're the best thing in the world. Yeah, you guys know about the shift farts. Is it just BMW? Maybe it's like 10 other companies that have shift farts. Probably like Minis have them too. Oh, okay. Okay, Mr. Paris, I've owned a Figaro, 89 Mirage Turbo, NB, E30. Yeah, we've got, okay. Well, we've owned the same stuff. He says an E30 is what I need next. I do like those. My brother's a big BMW guy. Do I ever work on a VW? I grew up working on VWs. My brother was in the military. He had a whole bunch of them, and that's like one of the earliest cars I worked on was old air-cooled VWs. Cleaning them up, helping him out. Yeah, the DSGs are what make that fart sound specifically. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, let's see. Electric car. Do I have any interest? Oh yes, absolutely. Love electric cars. I was browsing Copart for a long time. I had a project in mind. I guess I'll tell you about it because I don't think it's going to happen. But I was lining up some possible sponsorship and stuff. It was called I'll give you the name. So I was looking through Copart for a salvage Tesla that a run-and drive version that I could use the drivetrain on. And then I wanted to put all that under a El Camino. And then it would be the El Teslamino. And I thought about the El Teslamino for about 9 months and nonstop. And it's just the price of the Tesla donor builds, or the price of the Tesla donors, the salvage ones, are so expensive. I mean, even a wrecked one that's completely trashed, that just powers up. And maybe the wheels are hanging off of it and everything, but it powers up. You know, we're talking like 20,000 or more. And not a 100D or anything, like a low 60D, 75D, or 75. Not even a dual motor, like a 75. So the El Teslamino is, I mean, that's been hard, having to put that behind, because I love El Caminos, and have a Tesla-powered one with the dual motors seemed just so perfect, but that one's on the back burner. Guys, like you, I'm just like you, I'm sure. We're you know, you're constantly, anytime you have an idle moment, you're thinking about a car project or some new one you want to do, or how you want to do something different in your current cars. I know we're exactly the same in that regard. So the El Teslamino has to be put on the back burner for now. Tesla-powered DeLorean, yeah, it would be sick. The thing about anything Tesla is they have that gigantic battery pack. If you want to see something interesting, Google just Tesla drivetrain, and you'll see, there's a video, in fact, at the old Tesla Model S rollout, where they have just the drivetrain, and they sort of lift it up and rotate it, and you can see all the inner workings and how the battery is the whole bottom of the car. It's gigantic, huge, and heavy. So anything you build would have to be a similar wheelbase. The thing about the El Camino is it's the exact wheelbase of the Tesla Model S. That's why all this was working out. So anyway, one interesting electric candidate for swaps are the Chevrolet Bolt. And because that's got a nice little compact battery pack, still pretty fast. They run like 14s stock, I believe, and but also very expensive salvaged right now, even if they've been wrecked pretty bad. So, okay, moving on from electric. Of course, I love electric cars. I love the fast ones. I love that they're also fast. The first generation, you know, like Nissan Leaf and some of those early electric cars are real slow, but the new ones are fast, which is so beautiful. Okay. What's up, guys? I know not everyone loves my tiny Japanese cars. I realize that. I just share with you what I love and what I'm into at the time, and it's just what I'm into right now, but I've got some cool stuff coming. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's not the El Teslamino. Dang it. Okay. And you know, you guys, okay, one more quick thing about electric cars. Tesla does not support salvage vehicles in any way. So you are on your own. If it's been wrecked and it hasn't been repaired through them somehow, if it's like you are 100% on your own as far as support goes, which is very scary because they don't sell parts. You know, you can't access the computer systems by yourself. So that's pretty scary. That was another kind of nerve-wracking thing. Let's see. F6A, yeah, the Alto with the engine. That's right. The Suzuki Alto Works has this same exact engine. Much more easy to access, just sitting right under the hood where it belongs. Okay, guys, still catching up with your comments here. Oh my gosh, I've been doing this for 34 minutes. Gosh, you guys are so awesome hanging in there with me. 3000 GT, love 3000 GTs. Loved them when they first came out. Amazing car back when they were first released, mind-blowing looking. Just still surprising to me that they don't have the same sort of reverence that a Supra does, or an RX-7, weird to me, but I do love them. Be fun to stick a 4G in one of those, but another car that's very hard to find clean. There was a Spider for sale here, a one-owner Spider, but the guy wanted so much money for it. Find the Teslonda. Oh, the Teslonda, I've seen that. The little Tesla Honda Civic. Let's see, do I still have the 4G63? Well, I have the stock motor from the 4G63 sitting over there right now. Let's see, sorry guys. Bigger turbo on the AZ1. I looked into that. I checked it out. Oh, Rich Rebuilds, love that channel. Yep, I've been looking at, I was like one of the first very early subscribers of his, like his first or second video. All right, man, see you later. Okay, So let's see. Sorry, I get off the subject and I forget what I'm talking about. Oh, Cletus McFarlane. Freaking love Cletus McFarlane. That's another video channel I subscribed to very early. I remember the first video where he was like in that character on 1320. He would do some videos on there. Love that guy. He seems so down to earth and fun. Love everything they're doing down there. Awesome shop. The guys he's got working with him. I just think it's so amazing what they're doing and how much fun they look like they're having and sharing with everybody. Alex Rebuilds. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. You know, guys, okay, I got to rant about YouTube for a minute. So people were telling me about this K Miata. What's the channel's name? I'm sorry. Anyway, everybody was saying, hey, it's a similar sort of thing you got going on to Thunderbolt as far as budget and horsepower and stuff. I'd never heard of this channel ever. And I mean, I watch Miata videos all the time. I watch, car channels every night. And YouTube never once recommended any of these videos. This very popular channel to me. And I don't know, I don't know how their algorithm works. There you go, Tommy F. Yeah, never once recommended a video from his channel to me. And this is literally, I watch Miata stuff all the time, turbo stuff, car stuff. It's like my nightly routine, but anyway, I just don't understand their whole algorithm thing. Okay. All right, guys, well, I feel like I've gone on way too long here. This is Car Passion Channel. Oh yeah, love Greg, love that. Talked to him many times. He's so awesome. Oh, breakfast table? Yeah. Dude, that's going way back. If you see that as a breakfast table, that's one of my earliest videos. Oh gosh, I forget even which video that was, for maybe my air compressor that I got or something. Anyway, this thing came rolling into the bedroom with breakfast on it. Anyway, you have to see the video to understand. It was one of my goofy, skits. But so, all right, guys. I guess all right, love you guys too, man. Andre, oh my gosh, I'm sorry with these usernames. The writing's a little small. All right, yes, start working on the car. That's actually really good advice. I've got 100 things to do. I've got parts everywhere. I'm going to be putting out a new AZ1 video, hopefully this week. Got a lot of good footage in there you'll like. And yeah, see a little torch back there? I think that's a good note to go out on. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. You guys are the best.